Boca Chica, a coastal town 30 kilometers east of the Dominican capital, Santo Domingo. I was nervous to stay here when I heard it had a reputation for crime and prostitution. Was it really as bad as they say? Hi, my name is Precha. I'm a single mom digital nomad who's been traveling the world with my baby since he was 5 weeks old. He's already been to 20 countries. Subscribe to follow us on our travels. Now, our journey started in Santiago, Chile, where we took an 8-hour flight with 𝐼𝐸. This was the first time in 6 years of travel flying with an airline that plays salsa music during boarding and deplaning. I was loving it. 𝐼𝐸 is a new Dominican airline that just commenced operations in 2022. Now, we were so excited to be arriving in the Dominican Republic. If you guys have been following our travels, you know that it was a hectic journey to get here, but we made it. And before we headed over to our Airbnb, we were so hungry, so we tried some of this Dominican food. There were a few vegan options, and we were excited about that. We made it to our Airbnb, finally. The driver from the Uber broke the stroller. But you know what? I have warranty from my... Actually, you know what? It could have been from the flight too, to be quite honest. But I have warranty with our baby, so I'm going to see if they can replace that part. Not only that, the brake recently broke too. But anyways, let me show you guys our place. This is the view from outside. We're in Boca Chica, right by the beach. We have a couch. This is our kitchen area. Gas stove and oven. We have a freezer. A fridge. Here's the bedroom. TV. Here there's a switch to turn on hot water. This is the bathroom. So yeah, after an 8-hour flight, we're gonna get some rest. And yeah, we're gonna get rest. Bye. After a much needed restful nap, me and Elian headed to the local supermarket called 𝐿𝐻𝐻. There we loaded up on ingredients that we needed to fill up our fridge for our time we had in, sorry, I almost said San Andres, in Boca Chica. We always like to do most of our cooking at home because it is more budget friendly, and also because I am a vegan, and though places do sometimes have vegan restaurants and vegan options, I prefer to cook my own meals so that I can make sure that we're hitting all of our nutrients. And here I found this hidden gem of a video of Elian filming himself on my phone. Buenos dias from beautiful Boca Chica in the Dominican Republic. We are happy that it's a beautiful day outside. This is the window right outside of our bed. We're gonna go to the beach today. What else are we gonna do, baby? I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens. We're gonna have to just see what happens. Are you happy to be living this nomad life? Are you happy to be living this nomad life? Elian! Good morning! Good morning, baby! How are you? Good? What you doing? What you doing? That's my bathing suit. I'm about to put it on. Oh, be careful, be careful, be careful. Be careful, sweetheart. Oh, you're gonna put it in the dirty laundry pile? But I'm about to wear that. Can you pass it to Mama? Can you pass it to Mama? Elian? Can you pass it to Mama, please? Oh, high five. But can I have the bathing suit on the ground beside you? Beside your foot? Can you pass it to me? Oh, you just want to hold my hand? Okay, you can hold my hand. Really? I had no idea. Oh. Oh. Is that true? Look at this face Ellie's making. What a funny baby. Here we are at the restaurant next door to our place, and we went here a few times to get some pizza. And I decided to treat us to a little fix so that we had a nice full belly before we headed over to La Playa. Guys, I literally finished this lemonade in an instant. It was so refreshing, and I didn't realize how thirsty I actually was. It's really almost too nice. There you go. Yeah. This restaurant here is literally right beside the apartment that we're staying in. And I've come here to order pizzas a few times, but I never actually sent an ate here. And I hope this time there will be tomato sauce in my pizza. They actually have really good dough here, and they grill the vegetables well. But first time I had it, it was perfect. The second time they didn't put tomato sauce on it. I don't know why. Maybe because I ordered it without cheese, that I thought that it would be better without sauce. But I like me some tomato sauce. So it's actually really nice because for the longest time I've been in places that have like subpar pizza, or even I remember last time I was in an island in San Andres, all the pizza there was made with this like pre-made cracker-like thing and not a proper dough. So I like being in a place where they make actual fresh, good quality dough with a good pizza oven. Success, chicos. It came with tomato sauce, and like I was saying, guys, this dough was hitting. The texture was just on point, and there's just such a difference it makes when you have a pizza that's actually cooked in a wood-fired oven. The wait staff at this restaurant were also the absolute best, which is one of the reasons why I kept coming back too. Every time I passed by, they were greeting me. Si están viendo eso, todos los trabajadores del restaurante Momo, los saludo, los extraño. Gracias por ver mis videos. I am going on 10 years vegan now, guys. 10 years, that's a long time. And I've also been traveling for 6 years. So one thing that I always like to order whenever I can, because there's always gonna be a pizza place, is just getting a veggie pizza with no cheese. And it always hits the spot when the dough is good. Like I was saying, the dough's got to be good. And if the dough isn't good, it honestly is just so disappointing. But we enjoyed it. Elian enjoyed it too. Elian loves just eating the crust. And at this age, it's just easier for him to hold on to and eat. And I was just feeding him vegetable toppings on the side, so don't worry, he got in those vegetable nutrients as well. And I literally cleaned this whole pizza, like other than those two little crusts, but it was fire. It was fire, guys. Gave Elian a little bit more lemonade, and then we were off to the playa. Vamos a la playa. Vamos a la playa por curarte el alma.
Pues sí, él me llamó, pero que yo le dije que no podía porque que yo...
For real though, guys, if you don't speak Spanish, that song basically saying, let's go to the beach to heal the soul. And to be quite honest, the beach is so healing for the soul. The ocean water, when you enter, it just cleans away the negative energy inside of you, and just the sound of the ocean, it's just so grounding for me and for Elian. And this time in Boca Chica was so important for us to be able to do that. Though I will make something clear. So when I first started traveling, this was back in 2018, I actually was going through so much emotionally. It was the first time in my life that I realized I had gone through abuse. It was a lot of realizations. It's a lot more difficult to realize you've been through abuse when it wasn't physical abuse. And so I was going through deep layers of trauma and processing. But the thing is, I wasn't allowing myself to fully process it. I wasn't allowing myself to actually heal. I just thought that traveling in itself was just going to automatically cure everything. And I learned a really big lesson that your problems will follow you no matter where you go. If you're on a beautiful beach in Bali or Indonesia, your problems are still going to be there. So slowly now I've learned that yes, although it is easier to heal when you're on a beautiful beach or in the ocean, you also have to consciously do the work. You have to go to therapy, you have to journal, you have to face your emotions and the things that happen and process them. But that's just my little piece I just wanted to add in, because I feel like it'll help somebody else out there, because I can't be the only one who just wants to go and travel the whole world to get rid of all of your problems, because it doesn't work like that. And I know that there are other people out there who are maybe watching this and feeling like they want to just go travel the whole world and run away from everything. And yeah, go ahead, travel the world, be a nomad. I mean, I'm not going to stop nomading, but you have to face things. Don't run away from them, face them. Face them on a beautiful beach somewhere else in the world, go ahead, but face them, please. Now let me answer the question that you guys might have been looking for the answer for when you clicked on this video. Is Boca Chica safe? Now, when I first was looking at where I wanted to stay in the Dominican Republic, I knew that I didn't want to go too far from Santo Domingo where I was arriving, but I wanted to be somewhere where there was nice beaches. And after some research, I realized that Santo Domingo isn't known for having the nicest beaches, but Boca Chica was, and it was nearby. After doing a little bit of research on Reddit, yes, I like to use Reddit for research sometimes, because sometimes it's different than just doing a Google search. You get opinions from actual people who have lived there, people who have traveled there, whatever. And some people were saying that, you know, it's a bit dangerous, that it's known for prostitution and whatnot. But to be honest, I didn't notice anyone, you know, walking around looking like they were doing that. The only time, I mean, I didn't feel in danger in this moment because I didn't feel like anything was actually going to happen. But there was one moment, a lot of times when I would wake up early, we would go straight to the beach and just hang out and relax in the water while it was calm and there was no one else really there. And this one time, me and Elian were just right in front of the areas where all the restaurants were, and a lot of the water there is like super nice. And the good thing about Boca Chica is that the water is really shallow for a very long time, so you can just walk for miles and miles. And so we're relaxing maybe just a few meters away from the shoreline, and on the shoreline we can see where the restaurant is. Basically, we're right in front of where the restaurant is. There are these two guys. They're talking to one another. They're like messing around with each other, and one of the guys has a gun in his belt, and he just pulls it out. Like he's not drawing it, like he's not like trying to shoot or anything, but he's just like holding it in his hand. And the other guy just goes, "Dame la pistola, dame la pistola," which means give me the gun, give me the gun. And he's like, "No," and then he just puts it back in his belt and whatnot. And you know, you can tell they're not being serious, but just seeing someone holding a gun and like casually waving around like that just kind of like, okay. Like I said, I didn't feel in danger though. And then that guy leaves that has the gun, and the other guy that was there looks over, and he just like looks kind of like taken aback, like, oh dang, like this girl was here the whole time. And he's just like, todo bien, like all good. And I'm like, yeah, no worries. I give him the thumbs up. But other than that, nothing else really happened. But I never once felt unsafe in Boca Chica. It's a very popular tourist destination with travelers coming from around the world. Stick to the standard safety precautions you should be taking anywhere, and you'll be good. Now, I am a lover of the water. I love swimming. I feel like a fish in my soul, and my son is a Pisces. So I really, whenever we're in a location with water, whether it is the ocean or pool, anytime we have the opportunity to swim, I'm getting him in the water. And I've been doing research on different ways to teach babies how to swim and whatnot. So I'm practicing all these different methods, and we have him on his back, getting comfortable with it. He doesn't like it as much, but we do that. I've been practicing having him kick, and have him practice swimming without me actually moving him, so he can learn how to propel himself. And I also will just do this, like swim on my back, and he just sits there. He loves it. He's looking over because we had some guy to film us, so he's just like watching the guy. And then another really important thing that we've been doing, which was so scary for me to do at first, is dunking him under the water. I teach him, we go 1, 2, 3, and when he hears that, it's the trigger. He knows to hold his breath, water's coming. And we started off by just doing it, pouring water over his head. Actually, I started him really young doing this in the shower. I would teach him 1, 2, 3, and then I would put him under the shower head. And now he's completely fine. He holds his breath and he goes under. Now, Boca Chica is not only frequented by tourists, a lot of locals from Santo Domingo come over for a day trip to spend the day at the beach because, like I said, the beaches are a lot nicer here than the ones in Santo Domingo, and it's super close by. So whenever the weekend hits, the beaches can get super full. Lots of music, lots of families, and people just enjoying La Playa, which is a stark contrast from Punta Cana, where the only Dominicans you really find are the Sankey Pankies looking for a gringo to get them a green card. Okay guys, so Elian is just waking up from his nap, and I have been waiting for him to wake up. I didn't want to move position, because sometimes when he's cuddled up to me, he'll wake up early if I don't stay nice and close by his side. So we are about to head to the supermarket to get some ingredients. I'm gonna make some Ecuadorian menestra de lentejas, and don't ask why I'm making Ecuadorian food while we're in the Dominican Republic, but I'm just craving it, and I have a bunch of lentils that I cooked, not fully cooked, but that are just sitting there waiting to be used, so I'm gonna do that. Let's go. Guys are ready to walk. He's really getting there. Okay, let's go to the store. Let's go to the store now. You ready? Let's get you in your stroller. Stroller's over there. Estamos en camino para Olé. Y bueno, decidí que me voy a hablar los dos idiomas en todos los videos, inglés y español, porque me di cuenta que tengo muchos suscriptores que solo hablan español. Y para ustedes que hablan español, te quiero contar que te puedes poner subtítulos en las configuraciones. Espera. En las configuraciones, cada vez. En las configuraciones puedes elegir traducción, y hay muchos idiomas que puedes elegir. Y claro que si hablas español, bueno, sería tu idioma. Entonces estamos en camino por el supermercado. Quiero comprar, espérame, puedo subir, es de calle. Voy por los ingredientes por la menestra de lentejas ecuatoriano, porque me antoja. El bebé está aquí en el coche. Y la clima es un poco más fresco ya que es tarde, porque hoy fue un día, bueno, no un día tan caluroso, la verdad fue perfecto. Y la temperatura de la playa aquí es muy deliciosa, es perfecto. Es súper bonito y estoy emocionada conocer la otra parte de la isla. Se llama Punta Cana y voy para allá mañana. Entonces, si quieres ver más videos de Punta Cana y Santo Domingo y todo, por favor no olvides suscribir y poner el, no sé cómo se llama en español, el notification bell, la cosita que está al lado del botón suscribir. Es un little bell ding ding, y cuando lo pones te va a avisar cuando subo un video. As you can see here, the Dominican Republic has a big trash issue. They don't really dispose of their trash properly. You can find so many streets with garbage all over. I actually think I'm supposed to be turning on this street. But the lady here was saying how it's an issue in the whole Caribbean. But I mean, I don't remember it being this bad in Jamaica. San Andres, it was also not as bad as here, but I think they did have a little bit of issues with the trash. There's a mango here, right in front of someone's house. Oh, it's actually for rent. Oh, maybe we should rent it so we can have mangoes. They're so cute. They're not ripe yet, but they're looking beautiful. Something fascinating that's been happening as I travel the world slowly is that my identity is being molded and shaped by so many different cultures. I will crave food from so many different corners of the earth. It's weird though, because now everywhere can feel like home, but nowhere at the same time. Another thing that's also kind of strange is that so many different countries that I travel to will have people asking me if I'm from there, or assuming that I'm from there, like speaking the local language, and then being shocked when I say that I'm not. But then I'm half Chinese and half French, and when I'm in France or when I'm in China, they don't believe that I'm French or Chinese. So it's just like messing with my identity here. Like I'm Chinese and French, but they don't accept me as theirs. But then all these countries that I'm not from are accepting me. Anyways, here's a video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.